More than a dot, more than a dot.
Welcome to More Than Dad podcast. I'm your host, Lou Mobe. I'm joined by the coolest guy on earth, Dre Moore.
It's good, yeah.
And we are the Philadelphia Dad podcast.
Absolutely.
I want to shout out Portland, Oregon,
Portland.
Trailblazers.
I was like, that's all I thought of, yo.
Dame Dollar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's get into this Fast Five for Dre. We're going to do another sign, feature, or shelf. Our version of Start Bench Cut for music.
Absolutely.
Let's do West Coast. Kendrick Lamar, Snoop Dogg, Tupac.
This is brutal. I'm at the sign. I'm at the sign Pop. I'm at the feature Snoop. I'm at the shelf Kendrick.
I would do the same thing.
That was crazy, though.
Philly edition, man. Meek, Beanie Siegel, Black Thought.
I'm gonna sign Meek. Sign Meek. Shit. I signed Meek. I'm gonna have to feature Siegel. I know it's crazy. Thought like rap better than both of them boys, but I'm at the shelf. I'm at the shelf. Thought he better rapper though.
New York women rappers, man. Foxy Brown, Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj.
Sign Nick. I'm a feature Foxy.
Over Kim?
Yeah. Cause Kim Run ain't that elite after Big Dot. It didn't go down a little bit. She is who she is, but I think I might be taking Fox.
Okay. Let's go down south. Andre 3000, Scarface, Trick Daddy.
Right. I'm a sign 3 stacks. I'm a feature Face. Trick gotta go. Shelf and Trick.
Couple groups right here. Let's do Wu-Tang, Tribe Called Quest, and NWA.
Sign the Wu. Feature NWA. I'm at the shelf Tribe. Tribe gotta go, cause even if I like Q-Tip out of Tribe, yeah, but if NWA, I got Cube and Dre at least.
Right.
And the Wu is the Wu.
It's mad the Wu
you
people.
You got Method Man. I mean, you got Method Man, you got Ghost, you got Raekwon. You know what I'm saying?
It's elite.
Yeah, it's elite.
Bro, man, it's more than a dad, man. How's dad life?
Dad life is good, bro. How's dad life for you? You gotta pivot.
So I had a man, this ain't even an experience. This happens all the time, bro.
All right.
So my wife is obsessed with like putting on dresses and like buying clothes for Osa just so she always have this princess allure. But it never fails that we end up in a cold brown situation.
Cold brown.
For you guys that don't know, cold brown is dookie explosion.
This happens every day. What y'all be feeding her?
Man, you know, it's all that organic from the earth, the fibers that's going running through her. Listen,
crazy.
man, you know how many times I go to grab her and through her stockings I could feel the nonsense?
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, man. Like, man, baby girl, man, when you get older, I'm going to tell you about this, but she was one.
Poopy baby.
Listen, man, the other morning we rushing, she going to work and taking the kids to daycare, and we running late for whatever reason. We ready to go out the door. I done loaded up her car. I got the car warming up for her. Everybody lunches and bags in the car. If you don't know with kids, they be like, they need like sleeping bags, they need lunch,
absolutely.
they need snack, is all this stuff, mad stuff. Carry all this mad stuff to the car. Come back. I'm like, all right, get your shoes on, getting them together. I sit her on my lap to put her shoes on.
Nah, yo.
The dookie up her back or doobie up her back. So now it's like, babe, cold brown. Even Manny know what cold brown means. Manny come supporting me with wipes. Varya come down with a second outfit. I'm like, no, I think I'm gonna have to get her in the tub. Like this wipes
These wipes ain't getting
it ain't getting it. Gotta put baby girl in the tub. This is at 7:50. We try to get the kids there by 8:00. It just never fails. Like even when we send her there, when we get her back, they always giving us a plastic bag. Like, yeah, she had an accident through her
Such a cold brown, cuz.
Yo, cold brown.
Y'all might have to change the what's the name?
What's your experience with the cold browns? You got 3 U's. You ain't never had no crazy cold browns?
No. The most that used to get me all the time, and like it probably was just me like being like a young parent and not knowing no better, was like reaching too far to like check the diaper. So like like you don't really be know like they be pooping up the back of the diaper, of course, because it's coming up out the back. So like you might smell it like you poop, and then you got to go in the back to check. So like I would like kind of like like to go to pull over, like now like my fingers done went down in the diaper a little bit. Now I done pulled them joints out. Now it's cold brown on my hands. But like no, ain't nothing like too.
Man, Manny wasn't. Osa just is so much worse than Manny with it.
Because like I ain't really
My kids be eating all these organic pouches and fruits and stuff for breakfast and
cutting through them.
Little yogurt pouches, little applesauce pouches, like.
Yeah, Ash used to get diarrhea real bad, but when he used to, he don't drink regular milk no more.
Right.
Like, but when he used to drink regular milk, he used to get like real. But even in that, it still never was like. Yeah, I don't know. Bro, you gotta get out the organics.
Bro, it's crazy.
To live longer, but that might not be the move.
Bro, it's a bad joint when it's like wipes can't even suffice. Like we gotta like just we gonna use that whole pack of wipes trying to clean you up. We gotta go to the tub. Like you need soap and water.
Yeah, no.
She and it's crazy. She had another accident that was crazy. Like the onesies that zip up.
Yeah.
Man, Osa diaper. This is such a parent to diaper might have been like off center.
Oh yeah,
just off centered a little bit, right? I'm like, baby girl, you stink. And now it's going down her legs and the feet is inside. It's like a onesie, right?
Yo, she going crazy,
bro. I went to go clean her. I'm like, yo, why is your ankle in dookie too? like this is nonsense. Like. But yeah, man, she be having bad accidents, man. I think they say like age 2, like the texture start to change. Right now, she just mad loose. It ain't even really diarrhea like water. She just loose. Like it's just the daycare people was asking us like, yo, is that like that her normal?
Right, they trying to see if it's genetics or something. It's hereditary.
It's disgusting, bro. We be in the crib like cold brown. it's like a real cold. It's like when somebody hit the group chat saying cold red. Like we got a breach.
Right.
Wifey that got in the group chat. We got a breach. Cold red.
Cold red. Delete this joint.
Yo, delete all files.
Yeah, roof the phones, cuz. Real red.
Oh man, let me get your thoughts on something, man. So this is a real thing, bro. And I got to pivot off of this one too. So
where you taking us, bro?
Don't cancel us. We just here to speculate.
Yeah, I gotta keep telling people like, yo, listen, do not cancel us.
Yeah, don't cancel us.
I like our pod, yo.
Yeah, this joint the truth. So there's been several cases where men end up like raising children to like they grown adults, or paying child support. And the kids turned out to be like not biologically theirs. So it was something on Instagram. It was like, yo, should paternity tests be mandatory at birth? What's your thoughts on that? Let me get your thoughts on something.
I think it's valid, yo. Like I think that it's valid, yo. Like because that's crazy. Like I've never had to question like my children. Like I know my kids. I assume they're my kids, but
assume.
I mean, they my kids. I mean, my kids look like me. Yeah, I don't really see the issue in it because, like, you're right. It's a lot of situations. Like, man, I know a guy who, a chick he had a baby with a girl. She put him on child support. The The baby was a junior and everything. Named the baby after anything. It wasn't his kid, yo.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But like that's just show you how like reckless like situations be. Like, shorty, you know you was out here like you know your body. Like you know what you was doing.
No, at what point does she like, man, he kind of looked like the other dude?
You know what it is? I think it is for like when like and the women out here like y'all could correct us if we wrong in the comments, however. To me, I think that the mentality be like, I know I'm kind of out here doing this. I'm messing with this guy. I'm messing with that guy. But it's like, I want that guy to be the dad because he like the better of the two evils. So I'm just going to say it's his.
Right.
Like, I think that that's where it land at. Like, I think like it be like, you be hoping it be his baby. But you mean, like, I think it be like that.
I mean, it's too many situations where like asking for a paternity test is like considered disrespectful to women.
Well, I mean,
Right, and I think that's the
right.
problem. Like asking for a paternity test is like mad disrespectful. But can you imagine being on the other side of this? Like I raised this kid 18 years.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it could be a valid thing. But I'm going to need them to just make it mandatory because I can't ask.
Yeah, or the hospital could just do it. Like it ain't even got to be like this thing I request because requesting
that's
it.
right.
I think the request part of it is the disrespect. Like you know, I love you and all, but like can we you go piss on the stick or
Yeah.
not piss
Just
on the
gotta
stick?
swab,
Swab. Yeah.
It's crazy that it's even like disrespect because like things is so like now we about to on some other like these is regular conversations. Like granted, like we locked into a relationship, you shouldn't be cheating, you shouldn't be like it's probably disrespect in that sense. Like if we in a relationship, but sometimes people be having kids with people they don't be in relationships with.
Right.
They just be out here and like it's still kind of like we not exclusive, but it's still like a level like you got the audacity to even like question it. And some women don't care. That's like all. Like, I ain't gonna say all women care because some women be like, oh, I don't care. It is what it is. But that same thing applies when like people start to like throw the prenup word out there.
Right.
And even though like that's just me, like how do we protect the assets you came with and the assets I came with?
Right.
But they like, well, like oh, like you planning for like us to not be together? Like that's what the conversation. Like why are you planning it like that? We should be worried about getting married, not about what'll happen if we gotta get divorced. But the reality is in life, things happen. So I'm just trying to be prepared. I don't want to wake up 18 years from now and like, yo, I took care of you and he not mine.
You know what it is? At the end of the day, man, like I used to think like in dating, right, before I got married, it was like at one point in our age, it's not going to be a game. I'm married, and I'm here to tell you guys, it's still a game. It's
Yeah.
still a shift of who has more leverage and this or that.
Right.
It never is just men and women. It just never leaves. So like when you hear prenup, it's like it's trying to shift the leverage, right? Because like men are susceptible to like losing half if they got anything that's even worth taking half of. But you know, like it's a shift, right? So going back to like a woman having a kid and the kid not being his, like that might terminate the relationship, right? So she may not want to go down that road, right? Like,
Yeah,
but like what man is like damn, like we really was together. You pregnant by somebody else, this somebody else's kid, but we together. Like what man stands there and be like, I'm gonna still be with you through this.
Some people do.
Our pillow falling.
Love it. Some people do, but I mean, like it's not even nothing against the kid. Like I'm not even saying like, yo, I have a, like it's not even more so falling into the issue of being like, yo, I got a problem raising somebody else's kid because if you don't know for 18 years, you grow to love that kid and treat that kid as if that kid is yours.
Mm-hmm.
So you really don't. I don't think that really is the issue. I think the bigger issue, the overarching issue in that is like some people stay in relationships just for the kids.
Mm.
And like now I done stay here. Like say I stay here 18 years with somebody who I really don't want to be with, but I'm here holding down a solid front and staying here for the children. But then like it come out like, yo, that's not even my kid.
It's devastating.
Like then it's like, yo, what's up? Like so like it is a thing. But I think like it's not even really like a personal attack on saying like you know, raising, because like we step parents, like I don't have no problem raising, you know,
I think another
somebody else's kid.
not to cut you up.
No,
Another component of that is that baby is now the reminder of her cheating. It's the stain, right? So it's not like you coming into a situation you raising somebody else's kid from a step parent perspective versus I was with you, you
And then
stepped
you had
out,
it,
and you
right.
had the baby. So now this baby is like, you thinking of who was smashing Shorty.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like this
yeah.
baby's a reminder that she stepped out and did it with somebody else, right? So it's not even the same as being a step parent. It's almost like this whole new world. Like it's a whole new you open a whole new can of worms that like the common person isn't living on this side of it because we just never know, right? It's DNA. We'll never know. Like
we just assume.
right. So I got another thoughts on something that's on my heart. I seen this thing in Tennessee where if a drunk driver kills parents, a set of parents or both parents or whatever,
Right.
he is now responsible for paying child support to the kids of the parents he killed.
Nah, gang.
You don't think that's cool?
No, bro. No. Man, I had a drunk night. It was an accident.
But somebody died. 2 people died.
All right, what if all right. Okay, so hold on then. I killed 2 people. I was drunk, right? I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail.
It should be manslaughter.
If they could
right?
catch me to put me on child support, I'm going to jail for killing 2 people while driving drunk, committing a crime. Now I got to go to jail, serve this time for killing these people, and I got to take care of these kids?
I'm just saying.
Negative.
You don't think it's good?
No.
Well,
With that?
what did
You
they
with that?
What did they take away jail and just make you pay child support?
They're going to send you to jail, bro.
I'm just saying.
If they took away jail and made me pay child support. No. I'm still not doing it, yo. No. Bro, listen, man, don't cancel us. I'm just saying, like, I had an accident. I can't do that. That's the thing.
People intentionally drink and drive. It's such a conscious thing, right?
All right, cool. That's a conscious thing. Me killing your peoples was an accident, though, for sure.
It was careless. It was reckless.
It was a lot of things is reckless. Man, you know how many you know how many men go out here and recklessly have kids and don't take care of them and don't pay child support? Why do I got to do it?
Because you killed the parents.
I'm doing that.
All right.
You doing it?
No, I was just for content purposes.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I can't. I get the concept. I understand the concept, and I understand like what they're trying to get out of it. But like in a realistic world, like, no, bro, no. Like I can't do. Like now, I got to give checks to somebody. Like I don't even never see these kids, and them kids probably hate me.
They hate you
For sure. They gonna hate me.
Yeah, they definitely gonna hate you.
And now I got to cut them a check until they 18. But they got special needs or something, and then I got to cut them a check forever. You know that's the thing, yo. When your kids got special needs, it's like lifetime child support because you're like forever a kid. Don't cancel us, please. I'm speaking facts. All right, yo.
I'm moving on.
All right, bro.
I'm moving on. So we have down here today for you guys, teaching your kids it's okay to have disagreements. And this is something we was kind of talking about the other day, and I just wanted to get your, how are you navigating that, right? Because, like I always say, like some of my biggest regrets is like, having fights, and my kids seeing it sometimes, right? Like I'm not always, you can't control the environments. These things are going down all the time,
Right.
and how that's affecting my kids moving forward. So I wanted to just talk to somebody who's you've been parent a little bit longer than me. So how do you navigate when you have an argument in the house with your lady, and how it's affecting the kids, and how to navigate that?
I mean, consciously, I try not to like do it, like not to really have disagreements in front of the kids. I don't really do that. Just like a lot of it's like due to like how I was raised. I've seen my parents argue more than I seen them talk.
Right.
Like, and anybody that's like been around my parents like together have seen them argue. Like any of my friends, any of the women that I've dated, anybody that's been at my parents' house when my parents was there have seen them argue. Like they don't have no discretion. Like we can get into an argument in front of whoever.
That's crazy.
Absolutely, that's how they was. Love each other though, but definitely gonna argue for sure. But so like I don't really try to like have those disagreements in front of the kids, because like you begin to like intern like as a kid. This is a crazy thing because like I'm still like can be like combative like in a relationship, like depending on like the nature of things, and I think a part of that is because like I just normalized like that's how you communicate. because like that's what I seen. That's how I seen my parents communicate. So even though like sometimes I fall into the trap of like doing certain things and having certain habits, I try not to like do it in front of the kids. But if you have to, I would say like you would have to have add some context or some explanation behind it to like why these things are happening, like so they just don't see y'all yelling and arguing back and forth, or like hopefully the arguments don't get too disrespectful where like like you calling one another out each other's names and stuff like that, where the kids could like pick up on stuff like that. But I think context needs to be added because kids don't really know what parents are disagreeing about.
No, it's interesting because like I grew up in a household where I never seen my parents fight.
For real?
Like never. Like we had to get older to know that, oh, she ain't like that, and by her mannerisms she didn't like that, or by his mannerisms he didn't like that, or he pulled her to the side to like
check the situation.
Yeah, like handle the situation. I didn't actually grow up in a house where like yelling and stuff was like normal. That came with like younger generations, my brothers and them and Lisa and people a lot younger than my mom and dad. But actually my mom and dad I actually never seen fight. But I also say like my mom respected his position, he respected her position, and a lot of boundaries weren't crossed in a 25-year marriage. And it just wasn't like it wasn't probably a lot to be for. Everybody was hands on. You do your thing. I hate you going to this church, giving your life to this church, but that's how you want to spend your life, then cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just don't touch any of my Muslim stuff over here. And you know what I mean? Just it's very together but yet private and separate, right?
Right.
So they were like classy.
Right.
Now, I'm nothing like that.
Yeah.
You
ain't bring that with you.
Yeah, just it's just not where I'm at today. Maybe when I'm 70 something, I could just be like, "Hey, babe, hey, darling, come here."
Oh yeah, that is a fact too. It was mad old.
Yeah.
My parents was old and still arguing.
I'm young and fiery and passionate, and I want to drill it home, and you need to
Right.
get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still wrong. Don't do that, fellas. But yeah, obviously, trying to be transparent. Not anything about my life is super perfect, but I have had disagreements with my wife, and I think it has, like, Manny's a little older, and we see it on Manny, obviously, more than Osa. She's not even 2 yet, so he be trying to, like, get our attention. Like, he the most mature person in the house is the way we say it to make it, like, lighthearted.
Right.
Like, he the most mature person in the house, because when we start our nonsense, he be the one getting us on route, and like, come on, mom, come on, daddy, we love each other, and like, he's very, like...
trying to bring it back.
And I just feel like that's like... that's something that I ain't really proud of, that he whatever he witnessed, he feels like he has to
intervene
in, and I'm not real proud of that. You know what I'm saying, to be honest. But we have now, doing better obviously, but we have now kind of started talking to him about like, hey, mommy and daddy just need to talk right now. Like, we're going to go in here and talk.
Right.
You be over here, and we'll go in the room and disagree, whatever.
Privately.
Or... just try not to do it at all around them, or like just control your composure. You don't need to say, because even when you try to control your composure, cat might walk in the room and say something fly to pop it off again, like you know what I mean? Or you talking out loud about it. You talking out loud about it, like you tripping. I mean, that was just it's Perkins, but like being mature enough to like, we both need to know like we're not about to really actually handle or get at each other while they here.
Absolutely. That's
probably the biggest thing, but also like, explain it to him what happened. Like, I be explaining to him like, mom and daddy needed to talk. We had a disagreement, and we had to figure out and get on the same page. Like, I'll tell him that straight up. You know what I mean? But I also think it has turned into like when I was saying the other episode of him like expressing his feelings and like, daddy, I didn't like this, or you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's coming out on him that way, which he's learning at 4 versus being grown and can't do that.
Right.
Just be taking some punishment, or somebody said something to him and he's internalizing. Like, he come home from school and be like, yeah, such and such called me a chicken butt. I'm like, how that made you feel? I ain't like it. I'm like, did you tell him you ain't like it? Like, no. And then she do the same thing with him. And you come on, yeah, they said they ain't want to play with me. She was like, well, you ain't got to play with them. She was like, that's what I did. I just played by myself.
Right.
So he's learning this identity of self and like how to navigate, I would say navigate in social circles, even at 4 years old.
Right.
Like telling people he don't like it, distancing himself if he don't like how somebody's playing, Like he's learning a lot by himself.
Yeah, that's dope. That's hard.
You know, but it's sad. You know, I be think like I said, biggest regrets, man, not being able to control myself and just be like, yo, this not even the right time, place for
Right.
anything.
Yeah. Just sometimes like when you see red and when you just go, you just go.
Yeah.
Like you just go. Like, and we try our best to like, contain that and hold. But sometimes like it's that one little button that get pushed and all best be off.
Bro, I be saying this to myself, man. Sometimes you pick up the phone, you dial the right person.
Yeah.
You pushing all them buttons. You pushing all them buttons, you gonna dial the right person. You gonna get them.
Absolutely.
No, man. Pivoting us to some other topics, man. This is actually a topic from my wife. She just sent it to me. A 6-year-old ordered over $1,000 of Grubhub on their parents' card.
Yo.
Oh man. If Ash had did that, bro, like
They're disputing the charges, cuz.
they said the family eventually, the parents eventually invited family all over to eat it. Like that's
What?
how they just chalked it.
Negative. A stat on Grubhub? I'm disputing the charges.
What you gonna say? My kid did it?
Somebody did it, wasn't me. I'm gonna call the bank. I'm gonna cancel the joint. I'm not. No, bro.
He ordered. They said the people just kept coming and coming delivering
Nah,
stuff.
gang. He ordered $1,000. How did he navigate that? Listen, man. I'm not paying that, yo.
$1,000.
Yeah, I had my phone got canceled for that one time. Not for the Grubhub thing. When I was a kid, I had went to go stay with my mom, and this was like, I don't know, it was some weird thing back in the day because now you could go anywhere in the U.S. and not have roaming charges.
Right.
But I was just like in like Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I was up there for like a summer staying with my mom, but I'm on the phone all night, like talking to girls. On the phone, and like when I got back, my pop, I probably was like 15, 16, something like that. My pop like, yo, it's $1,000 phone bill. He was like, yo, you was on the phone like this whole time, like it's roaming charges. Like I'm thinking like it's not roaming because like we had nighttime minutes. This back then before we had nighttime minutes.
Free nights and weekends.
Free nights and weekends after 9 o'clock. So like 7 o'clock if you had Sprint in them. But I'm on the phone with we have Verizon. I'm on the phone all night, whatever, like just up, like 15. I'm laying here talking on the phone all night.
Super light skin shit, bro.
Yeah, super, you know what I'm saying? But the joint was like $1,000. It was like $1,200 or something. He did not pay it. He just canceled that joint, then got me a new phone. I had a whole new phone number. It was crazy because I was on the phone playing with my mom and my dad and all of them, and then out of nowhere I had my own phone playing. My own number. The number, I still had that number to this day, which is crazy. But yeah, we used to all have the same cell phone numbers except the last digit was different. And then like once that happened, yeah, they kicked me out that junk, and I had to get my own phone.
Wow.
But yeah, so yeah, I'm not paying that.
But yeah, I don't know neither, man.
Disputing, bro. Yo, $1,000 worth of food, right? So then like now I'm out of $1,000 for one. For two, it's food. I can't even do nothing with it. It's not like you bought like something useful. Not that food's not useful.
I'm
but
about to say, bro.
food gonna go away, bro. After today, it's Grubhub. Like that's not non-perishable. Ain't that what they call it? Non-perishable. It's not non-perishables. It's still gonna be done today. I need my cheese back.
Bro, we can't even eat $1,000 worth of food, bro.
They invited people over. They invited
their family over.
Never mind, yo. I ain't even asked that question. All right.
Moving right along. Mom sues the school district for being banned from volunteering at the school because she has an OnlyFans. The lawsuit, she's suing them for $100,000.
What you mean?
So they found out she had an OnlyFans, so she was banned from like volunteering at her kid's school.
Yo, man, what I do in my crib is what I do in my crib, bro.
You know what it made me think?
You can't have them around your youths?
You know what it made me think of? Like strippers be having kids. So
Right.
so I'm a stripper in my profession or for work, and I got a kid, and now I can't be a chaperone when they go to the zoo? Like I'm just unequipped.
I guess that's how they deem it. That's nutty. Did she win that?
I don't know. It just says she files the lawsuit. It didn't say.
It didn't, like, the outcome of it didn't come out. Dang, we can talk about legal cases before they get settled.
No, I just think the topic is crazy, bro. Like, cause you got to think about it, right? So, like, let's just equate. Unfortunately, OnlyFans is not even just sexual, but for the most part, people know it from a sexual perspective. So,
Right.
let's just equate strippers existed for forever, and now the modern day stripper is almost like an OnlyFans person. Sorry
They
for my
going crazy on OnlyFans.
yeah, OnlyFans is nuts, but it might be a step up for
Yeah,
strippers.
that's a step up for sure. The OnlyFans is a step up for sure.
That's like porn star.
Yeah, the gram might be like where the strippers is at now.
The gram is all right.
OnlyFans is
all right.
back page.
All right.
Go ahead, bro.
Listen,
My bad.
porn ain't just start in 2023, right?
All right, cool.
If I work in porn and I'm a mother, I'm an unfit chaperone or
So say you walk in. Well, no, because never mind. That's not even. You don't
like,
even care.
but like, how were they navigating that before? Is what I'm trying to ask you.
I don't
like,
think people really like. I don't.
You was a porn star in secret.
No, because we know that, like, you know what I'm saying, like if I'm at my kids on the kids field trip and Pinky walking that joint, I'm gonna know that's her, gang. Like every other guy in the world.
I think it's nuts that the principal might know who he is.
Right, like I'm gonna
too.
know, like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I see you. You know what I'm saying?
But like,
Need help with little Mike.
But do you feel like cause she Pinky, I hate to say Pinky, cause she whoever she is, you feel like my kid is unsafe cause she here?
No, because I don't think she about to be like giving like porn tutorial. Like is like what tip is like what influence do they think she's gonna have on the kids? That's more so where I'm trying to get to.
I don't know, bro.
Like that's kind of nutty. I hope she win that because like that's discrimination. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, every job is important in this country.
Listen, what I'm saying is like because I'm on the internet doing some things, it doesn't mean that I'm not a good mom. And I can't take care of this. Like, that's nuts, bro. Like, I hope she win that. Cause, like, what I do in my spare time has no bearings on this, yo. Like, real rap. Like, no way. Like, nah, man, that ain't cool, yo.
Dog, why that sound like her opening statement in the court? Like, just because I'm on the internet.
Just because I'm on the internet doing something.
Don't mean I'm not a good mom.
Real rap, cuz. That's just facts, yo. Like, cause, like, you can't, like, and like, just to bring it all back, just to double back, like, cause we've had these conversations in these circles, like, I'm not even gonna put nobody on the spot, but we've had the conversation about, like, people be like, yo, y'all be having street dads on the pod. Like, they really good dads, though. But the perception is like, and cuz in the streets, he might, like, not be a good pop.
Right.
Like, that's a nutty connotation. Like, just because I might be out here terrorizing the neighborhood and, you mean, and doing all this, but, man, I'm trying to go to the zoo with my son today. Why I can't go to the zoo? And I'm a chaperone. I'm going to watch these other little kids. I'm not about to, like, it's not like I'm about to bring the drugs and the guns to the trip. What I do in my personal time is what I do in my personal time.
Right.
Even if that's on the internet. I'm just saying, like, what I do. But that's what the internet did. The internet made that even a thing. Because, like, nobody would never know.
Right.
Unless you was like, that's why I had to put the high profile ones out there. Because everybody know the high profile ones. But even in that, you know, like back then, before it was internet, like you had DVDs and stuff. Like everybody didn't have access to it. Just like you would only know this guy is this way by this thing. Now, man, the internet right here, you pull it right up. Because the internet is here. Now it's like, I'm going to judge this person off of this. And like, this is just how I make my money. How I make my money shouldn't be like an indicator of whether I could go on the trip. I can't volunteer.
I feel like teachers got it bad now, bro. Like, if they underpaid, not even teachers, I just feel like when you in this situation.
It's hate, bro.
Like if the kids end up subscribing to her or, like, I think it's been teachers fired from having OnlyFans is what I was trying to say.
Oh.
Right? Teachers had the OnlyFans and the kids get wind of it, and now you got to get fired because people that subscribe to you and can see you. And they your students or people that work at the job, right?
Because it's this thing about representation. They feel like you represent that company.
Right.
I represent me. And I know when you got a job, you represent, you mean, but I'm not on the clock. Now, if she was on the clock in the classroom doing some OnlyFans, like kinky type behavior, then like, yeah. But like, if she was just doing this in the confines of her house, then like, me personally, like as a teacher, man, I'm gonna go like to the parents, like, why is this 16-year-old on OnlyFans? You don't police your kids? It's not my fault, man. No, let somebody else do it.
Not the teachers on OnlyFans in the schoolgirl office.
I mean, if she's doing it in the school, then yeah, you're gonna get canned. Like I believe you should get canned for that.
Right.
Like if she's on OnlyFans with students, if she's on OnlyFans in the school, you should get canned.
Right.
If I'm in OnlyFans in the crib, listen, man, y'all don't pay me enough. I had to get it here.
So now your side hustle gotta be image appropriate for your job.
Yeah, this is society, bro.
What's gonna happen when you like the biggest rapper in the world and you still working at something?
Then we're gonna have to quit, bro. They don't have to accept it.
No. Hopefully our dad show, More Than a Dad, is job friendly.
Listen, man, we don't discriminate, cuz.
Oh man. Definitely was gatekeeping her, man.
Yo, yeah, wildin', yo, let her live.
She can't volunteer or
Listen,
chaperone or whatever she was trying to do.
Listen, free the OnlyFans. All right, yo, we out. Yo, listen, man, it's been great. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in. Subscribe to More Than a Dad. Cop our merch. Subscribe on everything: YouTube, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever we at.
I just want to make sure you didn't slip and say we had OnlyFans. I'm out.
We don't have
I'm out.
OnlyFans. I'm out, y'all.
Until next time.
All right.
Join the More Than a Dad family by following us on Instagram, subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to join our Facebook group for daily questions, motivation, dad jokes, and new dad tips. If you enjoy our podcast, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Be sure to like, comment, and share our content with other parents. Last but not least, make sure you check out our new merch. The link is in the bio of our Instagram as well as the description of this YouTube video. We are truly grateful and thanks for supporting More Than a Dad.
More than a dot, more than a dot.